Hey everybody, Kim here with Lead Generation Source, and I wanted to talk to you about GrooveKart while it's getting ready to close here, and just make sure you guys that are interested in selling in e-commerce understand the difference between Shopify and GrooveKart. So first of all, let me go ahead and pull up the shopify.com/pricing, I believe it is. So Shopify has 3 different levels here, and this first one starts at $29 a month. Now, for the most part, yes, you can get started with this, but there's a lot of stuff that's excluded, and that includes reports, right? Okay, that's annoying. So reports, this one has an advanced report builder, and then they also have third-party calculated shipping rates, which really isn't that critical. But they also have this additional fees part, and this is the part that I think a lot of people don't realize. They think that, okay, well, you get started, okay, I can get started for $30 a month, but as I build, then I'll find something else. It's very difficult to find something else or switch over. And I know that from doing it multiple times. Now, it's not very often that an opportunity like GrooveKart comes along where you can basically pay less, you're paying a lot less than this for annual access, and you get a lot more. So Shopify is just hosting, and there's nothing, you can see here, there's nothing, Shopify calls them apps, but there's nothing here that lets you implement all the psychological factors that come into selling. So you have to go to the App Store. That's the way it is. Sometimes there are free apps, but usually they're not. So here's an example of one that I've used before, and it was okay, but I ended up paying more than I made in profit on it, because by the time you pay for the product and you pay for their fees and you pay for everything else, it ends up being a lot of money. So this is boost sales, upsell, cross-sell. And you can take a look down here, you go all the way down, and you can see this pricing is $30 a month, but it also says your pricing may vary depending on your traffic and orders. So what that means is that for $30 a month, you can get like X amount of sales, and they're not going to charge you anymore. But once you get past that amount of sales, they're going to start charging you a percentage of your sales, or that you have to add more, you have to end up paying more per month. It just depends on different apps. This one, I believe, was a percentage. They may have had another level, but I think this one was just a percentage. Like I said, I've taken it off since then. But it did work really well. So it would be great to have something like that, but not have to pay a ton of money. And when you have to pay a percentage of your sales on top of it, it kind of feels like extortion. So we've taken all those off, and our sales did go down on our store because the psychological elements were there, but when we're not making a profit, it wasn't really worth it. So now let's look at some other ones here. I searched for upsell, but we can see there's tons of apps in here, right? So let's go by, let's look for, I believe it's called Wheelio. Yeah, so this is another one where when you go to exit out, it'll give you a pop-up that they can customize. And getting this a personalized discount is a huge psychological factor. So this one says from $14.92 a month. So let's go down here and see what it says. So it's either $14.92 for the basic plan or $54.92 for the month. So it says email validation, duplicate prevention, custom fields, advanced analytics, campaigns and segmentation. So you have to pay, now you're paying $55 a month to get a decent Wheelio pop-up, or at least $15 a month. And so that's $15 a month. Now let's just say that we aren't making sales yet, and we have to add all of these on. So now we're doing our cross-sell, upsell, we're doing our Wheelio, so we're at 15, so we're at 45 just to have the apps added on. Okay, so then let's see, what other ones would we add on? I don't know if they even have this one, but let's go with funnels. Looks like this one that searches. So here's upsell, funnels, and checkout URLs, and that's the most relevant. So marketing pages and funnels. So we'll just go with this one and see how much it is. And I'll be honest, some of these did not exist when I was playing with them. So $19.99 a month. So there's another $20 a month. So now we're looking at, if you want to get analytics on your store, so you're paying $80 a month plus, what did we say? 30 plus 15 plus, now what was this one? 20. So we're looking at 50, 65, 80. Okay, it's over $100. We're paying over $100 a month just to set up our store. And GrooveKart, which is, they claim to be a Shopify competitor, which I don't know if I'd even say that, because Shopify literally is just hosting. I mean, yeah, they have some themes and stuff, and so there are going to be differences. But if you look at the pricing right now, if you get this before, and it's already the 16th, 4 o'clock in the morning, I just had to do a video for you guys because I'm not understanding why more people aren't taking advantage of something like this for the pricing. Though I do know it's not exactly, a $5 item or a $20 item like I normally say, but for those who are into e-commerce, and I know a lot of our group came over from Trex, and so it's hard not to be like, okay, got burned on that. Now, Trex was built off of WordPress, and WordPress is much harder for setting up e-commerce. You can do a lot more to customize it, but it takes a lot more time. So if you're not really tech savvy or you don't have the patience or the time to do that, then that's what happened with me. I'm tech savvy, but I don't have the patience or the time to dedicate to building the entire site the way I needed it to. And I didn't want to have to track somebody down and teach them how to do it and then, pay them to learn and then pay them to build it. And then of course, they had said, anyway, that's neither here nor there. So then once our year came up, it ended up being that they're going to charge us $97 a month for training. So in this case, you're getting, if you go to the annual, which there are a bunch of different plans, you can get, some of them are available, some of them aren't. But this is the one that I'm encouraging is the $497 a month, because when you look at the pricing on it, if you have $497 divided by 12, you're looking at $41.42 if you round up per month. That's what it averages out to be. There are no transaction fees, so there's no additional fees. It includes the different apps that you need. So they have print on demand built in. They've got the layer app, so you can do. See, I'm surprised that these are separate, and I don't understand why. But anyway, they're going to have print on demand health and beauty, which is something that is very difficult for those of you who are interested. That is an area. Then let's see, we've got the e-commerce training. So $97 a month right now, if you want to go through Trex, just to get the training, it's included here. Okay, and the training that I've seen so far is actually pretty good. It's, if not comparable, but probably better than the training that we got from Trex. So, I'm sure some of it's going to be similar because you can only teach something in so many ways, but that's just something. At $497, you're paying $41.42 per month for the annual one. So that's to me, I'm like, if you have the $500 and you're on Shopify or you're on Trex and you're paying the $97 a month, this would be the best option for you. You still get training, you still get support, and then you get the hosting, and everything's included in here that you need. And it's half the price of what it is right now going through like LaunchCart or whatever it is now. So GrooveKart, I think, is a great opportunity. You can go in there, you can do drag and drop, you can customize it. It's really simple to use. I haven't had a ton of time to get on there and show a whole lot of what's going on, mostly because I've been working on getting it set up, right? So now we're going to get our site up set up. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, from here on out, we're no longer going to be supporting or talking anything Trex or LaunchCart related. We're walking away from that. We're not even going to worry about it. If there's anything in the future that happens, we'll share that information. But for right now, our efforts are going to be focused on GrooveKart because it's a great deal. It's a great opportunity. It's got all of the psychological elements built in. It's just perfect. We will be keeping our Shopify site for now because we have traffic going there. We need to shift it over. So until we get everything set up the way we want, we're going to keep it. But we're getting rid of all of our apps, right? We're getting rid of all of our apps and saving that money. We're getting rid of one app alone is almost the same price as this, right? We're paying like $30 a month for one app, just one app. So when we start, okay, get rid of the $30 a month app, we basically pay for this. And granted, I mean, there's other apps as well we get rid of, and so we're going to save a ton of money by switching over. It's just, we're going to do it slowly and just make sure. But if you don't have a Shopify site, but you want e-commerce site, I've always said, hey, go for Shopify because it seems to be more stable. It's easier to use than any of the WordPress sites. GrooveKart's even easier, right? It's even easier. You can do more. You can, if you're on Shopify already, you can use their Shopify converter and bring all your stuff over. So it's a great deal, and we just want to make sure that, it's the last day, we're down to the less than 20 hours now. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, I say 20 hours, I don't know, it might be based on West Coast, it might be 22 hours. So if it's something you're interested in, I highly recommend you review the sales page and then, of course, make that purchase before tonight. And while we don't have any set announced bonuses, we want to see what you guys want, what you need help with. So our bonuses are going to be unique to your needs, and we're going to offer at least coaching on it down the road for those of you who get stuck on stuff, because I'm very tech savvy, and Chrissy's very good at setting up pages, or doing the copyright on the pages and stuff. So as you need help on something specific, we'll help you. And when you guys grow and you have some sort of success, we hope that you can bring that information into the group for the other members as well. But until then, we're willing to help, and that's, we're not as great as some of the other bonuses where we give you a bunch of stuff you're never going to use, but hey, whatever, we'd rather you use it, right? So anyway, so go ahead and take a look at the sales page if you're interested, and if not, no big deal. I'm sure they're going to keep offering GrooveKart. It's just not going to be $4.97 a year, right? It's going to be the $9.97 a year. So it's $9.97. That's still a great deal, right? That's still a great deal at $9.97 a year. And if you're like, oh hey, I'd rather do a monthly, I'd rather not do $500, I'd rather just do a monthly. They do have a monthly plan on here as well. That is right here. It's the $99 a month right now. It'll be $149 later. They'll open these up, but it's going to be, they're going to have, see, they have transaction fees planned for these. So right now, to get no transaction fees, to get everything basically included, you get everything no matter what level you are. It's just the cheapest one is obviously the $4.97 a year. But at $99 a month, you're still saving money if you're paying for all those apps, and if you're with, if you're with the Trex people, you're paying $90-something a month anyway. So it's not really much of a gamble switching over if that's what you're doing. So anyway, I just wanted to share that information with you. It's already 4 o'clock in the morning, so I gotta get to bed soon. But take a look if you're interested, and when you are, let me know that you got it, and we'll start planning on some additional training on top of what GrooveKart offers. Thanks, guys.